What's up guys, Ryan here from Mud Gunner, and today it's kind of late. It's like 11 o'clock at night, so I have a very short time to record this, edit it, and upload it for you guys. But yeah, we took Gabrielle's sister out to see Moana 2. Great movie, obviously a kid's movie, but pretty good. We are going to be talking about subguns today, just kind of my favorites that I own, and tell you guys just a quick rundown of what I think about them. So we're going to start off on this side, starting with the CZ Scorpion. So iconic subgun, a lot of fun to shoot, and everything here is semi-auto. Obviously, I say subgun, but yeah, it's pistol caliber, carbine, whatever you want to call it. It is a pistol caliber in a rifle platform or pistol carbine platform, whatever you want to call it. We do have some SPRs, we do have some pistols still, and yeah, CZ Scorpion here is awesome. I've had this one for years. It shoots really good. I basically have it set up as like a 9mm ACR. So I run it suppressed. It either has the CGS Kraken full size on there or the CGS Kraken subcompact on there. They're good suppressors. I run both of these tri-lug, so it pops on and off very easily. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I have an Aimpoint T1 on here, running a little Surefire Scout Light. It's got the HB Industry rail. It does have a binary trigger, so it does have 3 positions, but it's just binary, so not full auto. Binary is a lot of fun to shoot on this. I've heard mixed reviews about running it. I've been told that it could be a little unsafe running binary because it's basically all polymer other than your big, I think, steel bolt carrier group. And I've been told, or I've heard, that you can have an out of battery detonation. I've never experienced that, so I can't say to that, but yeah, I've ran it binary no problem and it works good. It's got the ACR style stock on here. It's got an Apex grip. And other than that, it's a fun gun to shoot. It's one of the cheaper, or has been one of the cheaper subguns to get into and upgrade, because all the parts, like the charging, like extended charging handle, extended mag release, grips, they're all like $20-ish, 20, maybe slightly more. Pull mags are like 20 bucks for it, and that's a 35 round mag. But yeah, it's a very, not inexpensive, but it's one of the less expensive subguns to get into and deck out, and you can definitely run a lot of fun drills with this. So definitely on my top list. Next up, we have the Grand Power Stribog. This one's cool. I got this years ago. I have not shot a lot of rounds to it. I'd say overall, it's probably got maybe 300-ish rounds from me, and it's a fun gun. I'd put it next to the Scorpion as far as like just how it feels. It feels very similar. This is a blowback one. They also make the roller delayed one, and I think the roller delayed is the SP9A3. This is an SP9A1, but it is a cool gun. I feel like it's not as modular on the front end for adding stuff. I mean, you got M-lock rails, but charging handle is on the left side here. I believe you could switch it to either side. I have this as kind of just like a hand rest. This is an 85-degree grip. It's kind of one of those gray area things because it's not a full 90-degree vertical grip, but it came with the gun when I bought it. I have a Holosun 403 on here. It's got the side folding tail hook brace, and it's cool. It takes its own mags. Yeah, I've never had any issues with it. I just don't have a high round count through it, but I love the color scheme and it does look nice. It kind of looks like B&T in a way. It looks like the poor man's APC, but yeah, I do like it. Next up, we have something chambered in 45. This is a Kriss Vector. This one's a lot of fun to shoot. As of right now, it's my only 45 caliber subgun. I'd like to get like a B&T APC 45. That would be cool. But yeah, this one is really cool and it shoots very interesting. Recoil impulse is similar to 9 because instead of going straight back, the bolt goes down, and it's just a unique recoil impulse. I've also shot these on full auto and select fire. It's a lot of fun, especially the 2-round burst. It's just insane because you fire and it feels like 1 round left the barrel when you fire 2. So definitely a bulky gun. It's probably on the bottom of my like practical list for a subgun because it's so bulky. It doesn't really give you anything that like a AR pistol or SPR gives you because it's just a massive gun. It's heavy. The mag is kind of sticks out awkward with it, but this is a 30-round 45 mag. And I also run it suppressed. Runs pretty great suppressed with my Sig 45 can. And yeah, just a fun range gun, but I don't have any self-defense purpose for it. So this is a gun that will never get a light. It'll never get a sling. I shouldn't say never. As of right now, it's not going to get those things. It's not on my list of guns for that. So if I keep a gun just as a range gun, I tend to just put an optic on there, maybe whatever grip I want, and just call it good. So that's where these two fall in line. They're just fun range guns, but I didn't build them up to be any self-defense or, yeah, just self-defense type gun. So it's okay to have range toys, guys. But the Scorpion could definitely be a self-defense setup. Everything over here could be my PS90. I mean, these are odd in general because adding anything to them is weird. But this one, the cool thing about this is you get some pretty good ballistics with the right ammo. We actually just did a 5.7 body armor testing video. I think it went live a couple days ago, or yeah, I think it was over the weekend. But yeah, the PS90 is awesome because it shoots 5.7 by 28, so it's a little round. This is a 50 round mag. It's 100% ambidextrous, so your safety's on both sides, charging handle's on both sides. It's a bottom eject gun. It's one of the easiest guns to take apart because you just push this button, your barrel comes out, and then your bolt comes out. And that's it. Your trigger pack can come out the back. It's very easy, but that's the whole disassembly of the gun in like 2 seconds. So definitely the easiest gun to clean here on the couch, but it does kind of fall into that cool gun category. Maybe not like the greatest self-defense gun. Like capacity wise, you'd be there. You'd be slacking on a light. You can get lights on here, it's just awkward. I do have a sling mount for it, but it does take its own kind of proprietary sling setup because you don't have QD points, you don't have loop points, so you need a specialized sling for it, which is kind of a downside. Barrel wise, you can get a 10.4 inch barrel for these, or you could have yours chopped into an SPR. I would like to do that because then it'd be a really cool like subcompact package. And then you could even run like a 5.56 or certain 22 suppressors on here. That'd be awesome. This one has the factory FN red dot and it works pretty well. I've shot these on the channel a few times and I do like them. It's a very unique gun. And if you've never shot one, I highly recommend it. I want to shoot a full auto one of these. I bet like a 50 round burst of this would be awesome. Next up, we have one of the most iconic guns. This is the absolute softest shooting 9mm we have here on the couch, and that is the HK MP5. This one is stamped MP5. It started out life as an SP5, but there's a guy here, HK Ralph in Arizona, and he remarks guns into MP5s. He can do like SD builds, SBR builds, however you want to go about it. He is like an HK MP5 wizard. So I had him do this one and it came out great. I added the Knights bottom rail and top rail, and then the Aimpoint Comp M2. And this is kind of like my Sicario MP5 at home. But yeah, the MP5 is awesome because it's one of the softest shooting guns. It's also one of the most iconic subguns out there. They've been around forever. They are modular, so you can add, like there's a lot of different aftermarket handguards now, so you can add lights fairly easy. You can add optics now. There's optic mounts, even like modern American-made MP5s. A lot of them come with the welded pick rail already on top. So there's that. Where you're limited is charging handle and magazines. So it doesn't lock back on an empty mag. You can't put a full mag in when the bolt's closed, so you have to manually lock it back, stick your mag in, and then let it forward. So it's kind of slow on a reload, but reliability is there, accuracy, and just overall feel of the gun is there. Full auto MP5s are an absolute dream to shoot. Some of the cons would be the price is pretty expensive. Parts for them, like stocks, are really expensive. Mags are like, if you buy an HK mag, it's like 70 or 80 bucks a mag. Talking about that, you can do Glock mags for this, or the Kriss extension mags. They're like 50, 60 bucks, I think. Those mags, I think, are 30, 40 bucks. Scorpion mags are cheap. These mags, 70 or 80 bucks, and then I'll talk about the price of the other mags. PS90 mags, I think, right now are 30 to $40. They've gone up and down. I've seen like all these mags at super low prices and super high prices, but yeah, HK MP5 mags are up there. But yeah, if you had to pick just the absolute nicest one to shoot, it'd definitely be the MP5. As far as like two of my favorite guns for like just general carry, backpack carry, or just home defense, I use my B&T right here a lot for a home defense setup. So this one's chambered in 9mm as well. It's a B&T GHM9. B&T has the most options for subguns on the market. Like all these other companies, like Kriss Vector, they just do the Vector. Stribog, as far as I know, they have a couple variations of the Stribog, but it's just the Stribog. CZ has a couple variations of the Scorpion, but it's just the Scorpion. B&T has multiple models of subguns on the market, and yeah, it'd be kind of hard to collect them all because they're expensive, but the GHM9 is one of their more affordable ones. I like it a lot. I haven't compared it directly with all the other ones they have on the market because they have the APC9, the TP9, the SCW, I don't know. They have a bunch, right? I've shot the APC9s and I've shot the TP9s. Those are both nice setups and I wouldn't mind getting those because the nice thing is most of their guns, you can get them to where they all take the same mag. So I already have a bunch of the GHM9 mags, which double as the APC9 or the TP9 mags. So there'd be a benefit to me in that I would have the same mags. And those mags are like, I think they're 40, 50 bucks. But yeah, this is a subcompact version. I forget my exact barrel length. I think it's 4.5. They do a longer one. This has my CGS Kraken subcompact on there, so it does direct thread or trilug. I'm running it with a Trijicon RMR and a Surefire Scout Light. And this is a really nice little compact setup. It fits in a backpack well, and it's really lightweight. Like I can shoot this thing one-handed, no problem. It's got no weight to it whatsoever. So one of the lighter setups, and just very nice to shoot. It's very soft shooting. The other one that I use as my everyday backpack carry is the Sig MPX K, because it fits in my bag well. And just the way I have it set up, I don't have this one suppressed, because if I add the suppressor, it would make it long. Also, I'm running the factory bird cage on there, but this one's chambered, so I'm gonna just pop this out. So this one, it has the Surefire like mini scout light, forget what they call it. There's like the minis, and then there's the actual mini. But this one's got the little Surefire scout light. These are okay, just very close light. It's got the Lancer Systems rail, their Manicore setup for the brace, and then running an EOTech, and this is very soft shooting. I'd put this kind of in line with the MP5. It's a lot of fun to shoot, and it is kind of expensive like the MP5. Like these are over $2 grand for a general setup. Same thing with the HK MP5s, but you can get like MP5 clones for half the price. There's not really a cheap way to get into the Sig like subgun setups or any of their MPX or MCX. They're all expensive, unfortunately, but I do like them. I think there's some practicality to it. It's kind of a bulky, heavy setup, but it's very just AR-ish. So it's really nice to shoot and use because it's basically just a miniature 9mm AR without being an AR-9. Mags for it are pricier. They're $70-ish. This is a 20 rounder. I also have a 30 rounder right here. Just doesn't fit in my bag well with a 30 rounder. They also did a 4.5, an 8, and a 16-inch barrel. I like the 4.5, but I also want to get an 8-inch barrel. So yeah, I mean, that kind of covers them. Again, this is just a quick rundown. I've done a standalone video of this. I've done a standalone video of the Vector. I've done 5.7 video, but yeah, I can get videos up of all of these over time and just kind of show you guys. But as far as other ones that I'd like to add to the collection, I'd like to add more of the B&T models out there. And then I know there's some that I probably want off the top of my head. I just can't think. Comment down below what the ones you guys like. But yeah, other than that, if you want to support the channel, I got nominated for the Gundies, which is an award ceremony for YouTubers. And voting opens up December 1st through December 15th. You can vote every day. And it'd be really cool if you guys vote for me. I'd like to win that, or at least come in the top 5, because they recognize the top 5 that get voted. And then from those top 5, I have a chance to win. So it'll be interesting, but thank you guys. We just hit 98,000 subscribers today. Should hit hopefully 100,000 in the next few weeks, ideally before January 1st, but we're on track. I'm really happy with how it's going. I'm gonna get more shooting content for you guys. I've been posting shooting videos every single weekend, so stay tuned for those. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.